morning, dear children. Myself, Mrs. Tanushree Burman. I am here to take your language session. And in today's session, we'll see something about voice. Okay. Now, what is voice actually? Before we jump into grammatical concept of it, I want to explain what is voice in general way. If I say voice, forget about the grammar part. What is voice? If I ask you, what is voice? Voice, in simple words, you can say, when you hear a sentence, okay, the formation of it, okay, the construction of it can be called a voice. Okay, that is the voice of the sentence. Okay, to whom we are giving more focus. Which thing is being focused upon? Okay, so generally in English grammar, voice is divided into two categories, that is active voice and passive voice. Okay, so active voice and passive voice. Okay, what is the difference in both these voices? In active voice, the doer of the action is given more importance. Okay, and what that person is doing, okay, the action of that person, okay, what this doer is doing, the action of that person, if it is given more importance, that time it is passive voice. Okay, so just let's see. When the subject of the verb acts, okay, when the subject of the verb in the sentence acts, that time we say it is active voice. Okay, now we'll see passive voice. When the subject of the verb receives the action, that time it is passive voice. Okay, try and understand between these two differences. In the first time, the subject of the verb acts. Here, the subject is given more importance in active voice. And here in passive voice, when the subject of the verb receives the action, means here the subject of the verb, it is receiving the action, and that action is given more importance in passive voice. This is the difference between active and passive voice. I'll just explain you with an example. Hari made a mistake. Okay. A mistake was made by Hari. Okay, now look at the difference. Now here, Hari is my subject, made is my verb, mistake is object. Okay, now this sentence, when I convert it to passive voice, okay, I flip-flop the sentence. I take object as first, a mistake, okay, since it is made, okay, it is past tense, so I'll use the word was. In passive voice, the helping verbs or the auxiliaries are used. So I am using was because my sentence is in past tense. Okay, was made by. By word will be used for the subject. And who is the subject over here? Hari. Okay, so object, verb, and then subject. In active voice, see, in active voice, the sequence is subject, verb, object. And when I change it to passive voice, it flip-flops. Okay, immediately it turns around. Okay, so here object comes first. Object, verb, and then your subject. This is what we had studied through this example. Okay, Hari made a mistake. A mistake was made by Hari. Okay, and always remember a helping word or modal auxiliaries. Auxiliaries are used with a verb in the passive voice. I explain how the sentence changes from one tense to another, from active to passive voice. Okay, we'll just take one sentence, and at that sentence only I'll show you in all the different tenses. Now, in tenses, I know you all are aware, three types of tenses are there: past, present, and future. Okay. Now, based upon the completeness of the action, again, these three basic tenses are divided into four categories again. Okay, past is divided into four categories, present is divided into four categories, and future is divided into four categories. Okay, now, in past tense, you have simple past, past continuous, past perfect, past perfect continuous. Like that, you have it for present tense as well as it for future tense. Okay, now the sentences which change from active to passive voice, okay, those sentences are only from past. You will have simple, continuous, and perfect. Okay, past perfect continuous tense, those kind of sentences are not converted to passive voice because it is already in the form of be. So those sentences are not converted to passive voice. It is not possible. Same as that way, even in present tense you have the same thing. And in future tense, simple future tense can be changed and future perfect can be changed. Even future continuous cannot be changed. Okay, so in future tense, only simple future tense and future perfect tense can be changed to the passive voice. I'll draw one diagram for you all based on the tense. Once again, we'll just revise what is active and what is passive voice. Active, when the subject of the verb acts, that time it is active voice. When the subject of the verb receives the action, where the object is given more importance, okay, more stress is given on the object, that time it is passive voice. Okay, I have shown one example. Hari made a mistake. Here a mistake was made by Hari. Here we have the structure of subject, verb and object. I flip-flop my sentence when it is converted to passive voice. I take my object first. Mistake is an object. A mistake, I am using the helping verb was, I am using the verb by subject, that is Hari. Okay, now we'll see one sentence in different tenses. Okay. Now suppose I write this. Okay, I consider this as simple, this as continuous, and this as perfect. Okay, now we'll see present tense first. We'll just take an example of present tense. Rakesh plants trees. Okay, now trees are planted by Rakesh. Okay, see this sentence. This sentence is in simple present tense. Rakesh plants trees. Okay, I've taken the object first. Trees as object. Trees, since it is trees, I'll use are. If it is tree, I'll use is. Okay, trees are planted. V3 form of the verb will be taken. Okay, with the helping verb. Are planted by Rakesh. So Rakesh is the subject, trees are the object, and are planted is the verb. Okay, I think this much is clear to you. Rakesh plants trees, trees are planted by Rakesh. Okay, now if we take the simple continuous, present continuous form of the sentence, it will be Rakesh is planting trees. Okay, now this is active and this is passive. Okay, now Rakesh is planting trees. Is planting is present continuous tense. Now when I change it to passive voice, trees are being planted by Rakesh. Okay, so again here my object I have taken first, trees are the object, are being planted. Since ing is there in the active voice, okay, it is continuous, means the process is going on. So that is why being word will be used, ing will be used in the passive voice. Your helping verb is there, are, planted, V3 form of the verb, and ing word is there, since ing word is there in the question. That's why it will be trees are being planted by Rakesh. Object, verb and subject. Okay, now we'll take the present perfect form of it. Rakesh has planted trees. Okay, now if I say the present perfect form of it, trees have been planted by Rakesh. Okay, now has planted, this is present perfect tense. Okay, now here again I am taking my object first, trees have been planted. When we are using present perfect tense sentence to convert it to passive degree, have. Now here have, because trees are plural. Okay, when it is singular it is has, when it is plural it is have. Okay, so since trees are there, so trees have been planted by Rakesh. Okay, so this is passive voice when the sentence is in the present perfect form. Okay, now same sentence, we'll see it in past tense. Past tense. Rakesh planted. I'll just try to adjust in one line so that I'll get space. Rakesh planted trees. Isn't it? So here trees were planted by Rakesh. Okay? Rakesh planted trees. Trees object, trees planted. Since it is planted, simple past tense, that is why were planted. Since trees are plural, we are using were, otherwise we would have used was. Tree was planted. Trees were planted by Rakesh. Subject over here. Okay? Now, same sentence. Rakesh was planting trees. Okay? Then, how it will be in passive form? Trees were being planted by Rakesh. Okay, so your object were being planted. This formula also applies here. Okay, since ing is there in the question, this ing should be there in the passive voice also. Okay, so here we are using the word being. Okay, and here since it was in present tense, that's why we used the helping verb are. Here we are using were. Trees were being planted by Rakesh. Okay, now Rakesh had planted trees. Okay, the past perfect form of this sentence is Rakesh had planted trees. Now when we convert it to passive voice, trees had been planted by Rakesh. Okay, now in present tense we had used have. In past tense we will use had. That is the only difference, and been will be used in the perfect sentences. Okay, so trees had been planted by Rakesh. Okay, so these are the various forms of past tense. Now we'll see future tense. Okay, now in future tense, same sentence will be Rakesh will plant trees. In passive voice we will write trees will be planted. The passive form of it will be Rakesh will plant trees. Okay, so trees will be planted by Rakesh. Okay, so when the sentence is in simple future tense, Rakesh will plant trees. Trees will be planted by Rakesh. Simple future tense, will come, will be planted by Rakesh. The structure will be like this. Okay, now you will not have future continuous tense. Okay, the sentence in future continuous tense. In perfect tense, Rakesh will have planted trees. Trees will have been planted by Rakesh. Okay, so when you have the sentence, you don't have future continuous tense. The sentence in future continuous tense will not be, cannot be converted to passive voice. But when you have future perfect tense, Rakesh will have planted trees. Trees will have been planted by Rakesh. This is the structure, your object. Then will have been planted. Now see, here it is have been planted like that. Since it is future tense, we will add the word will, since we have to denote that it will happen in the future. So trees will have been planted by Rakesh. Okay, so these are the structure of sentences converting from active voice to passive voice in different tense form. Okay, now I'll explain you through the PPT giving some other examples. Okay, now see, voice is the quality of the verb which indicates whether the subject acts or being acted upon. The meaning of the sentence is whether the subject acts, whether the more importance is given to the subject or on the verb the subject is doing. Okay, based on that, voices are of two types, that is active voice and passive voice. Now, the voice, active voice, the voice used to indicate that the grammatical subject of the verb is performing the action or causing the happening denoted by the verb. So when the subject is responsible for the action, that time we say it is a active voice. They have given the example, the boy hit the ball. So the act of hitting is being done by the boy. The boy hit the ball. Now, active voice is appropriate. Now active voice adds clarity and places responsibility where it belongs. Active voice can make our writing more vivid. See, when you use active voice, it is more appropriate and it specifies what the subject wants to convey and what the sentence wants to convey to us. Okay, next, passive voice. The voice used to indicate that the grammatical subject of the verb is the recipient, not the source of the action denoted by the verb. So when we know that when the voice is used to indicate that the subject is the recipient, okay, or more emphasis is given to the recipient, okay, verb is the recipient. That time it is denoted by the verb. That sentence formation is known as the passive voice. The ball was hit, okay, or the ball was hit by the boy, where we had seen the sentences, the boy hit the ball. Passive voice is appropriate if the action is more important than the agent, okay. So, see, now, if I want to focus here more on trees, okay, that time I will use passive voice. When I want to focus more on Rakesh, what Rakesh is doing, that time I will use active voice. But if I want to give emphasis to the act of Rakesh, that time I will use passive voice. Okay. Now, if the agent is not known, okay, now suppose here I know that Rakesh planted the trees. If I don't know who is Rakesh or who has done the act, then I will simply say trees are planted. Okay, by whom it is not known. When the subject is not known, that time we use passive voice. The school was decorated. School was decorated by whom is not known. That is why we simply say the school was decorated. That time we use passive voice. Okay, next, to connect ideas in different clauses or sentences more clearly. When we want to connect two ideas clearly, that time we use passive voice. Okay, we'll see through example. Now construction of the active voice. Now see, subject, verb, object. This is what I told you while explaining this. Cat eat fish. Okay. Now see, subject, auxiliary verb, main verb. Okay, when it is transferred to passive voice, see, fish is eaten by cat. Okay. So see, your subject, then you have modal verb, okay, or auxiliary verb, okay, then eaten and by cat. Okay, so here you have subject, your auxiliary verb is, your main verb is eaten. You have to take the V3 form of the verb, that is eaten, and by the subject, that is cat. Okay, next form of it, next example they have given, fish must be eaten by cat. So here subject is fish, modal verb must, auxiliary verb be, and main verb changed to past participle, that is eaten by cat. Okay, next. Now, some changes in the models, how it changes from active voice to passive voice. Should take changes to should be taken, can take changes to can be taken, could take changes to could be taken, may take changes to may be taken, might take changes to might be taken, must take changes to must be taken, ought to take changes to ought to be taken. Now, when there is an imperative sentence, okay, see, shut the door. Shut this door, you are giving a command, or when it is a request sentence, that time we say it is an imperative sentence. Okay, now when the sentence is in that form, shut the door. Okay, see, let the door be shut. They have given the structure, see, let, you have to use the word let, subject is the door, be, okay, used to be, you have to use be word over there, and the past participle. So shut, shut, shut. Shut remains as shut only. Okay, the past participle of shut is shut. That's why let the door be shut. Okay, then if it is a requesting sentence, example, kindly help him. So you are requested to help him. The sentence will be you are requested to help him. Okay. Then the passive voice requires a double verb, okay, a linking verb, that I told you here also. Okay. Are planted. See, here it is only plants, but here linking verb is used in the passive voice, are. Everywhere see one linking verb is used, were. will be. So linking verb is used in the passive voice. So your linking verb, which linking verbs are used? Am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. Okay, so these are the linking verbs used with the main verb. The main verb in the form of past participle. So everywhere, see this plants, planting, in all the places with the helping verb, the main verb is used in the V3 form, that is past participle form. Everywhere the word planted is used, if you see through my example. Then some changes, okay. The things in the past active voice, I changes to by me. Okay, when it is I, then it will be by me. I planted trees. Trees are planted by me. Okay, like that. We changes to by us, you by you, he by him, she by her, it by it, they by them, Sham by Shem. Now, see the tense, simple present, take. In passive voice it will be is taken. This is exactly this structure which I had explained you through the example. Takes, are taken, okay. Then present continuous, am taking, is taking, are taking, is being taken, are being taken. If it is singular, is being taken, and if it is plural, are being taken. Present perfect, has taken, have taken, okay. Has been taken, have been taken in passive voice. Now, in simple past, took, then was taken, were taken. In past continuous, was taking, were taking, depending on the singular and plural. And in the passive voice, it will be was being taken, were being taken. In past perfect, it will be had taken. And in passive voice, it will be had been taken. Now, see in simple future, will take, shall take. I'm going to take a cake, she is going to take 2 cakes, they are going to take a cake. Okay, they have used different subjects to give the example. Will be taken, shall be taken. When it is I'm going to take a cake, cake is going to be taken by me. She is going to take 2 cakes. 2 cakes are going to be taken by her. They are going to take a cake. Cake is going to be taken by them. So these are the various forms of sentences in simple future tense. Then future perfect tense will have taken, and in passive voice we will have been taken. Okay, that's it. Okay, we'll have some examples over here. My uncle looks after me. I am looked after by my uncle. Second sentence, someone must have stolen the necklace. The necklace must have been stolen by you. Okay, see someone is there, so you can add your own subject upon there. Inform the police, let the police be informed. Since the sentence is in imperative form, we will start our passive voice with let. Okay, the boys are running a race. A race is being run by the boys. So these are the various forms of sentences. These are the various examples. I hope through this entire chart, the form of the tense, in whichever tense the sentence is in active voice, you can change it to passive voice. It is very much clear through this table. I hope the things are very much clear to you all children. If you all have any doubt, feel free to ask the questions. I hope you enjoy my session and you really clear your doubts, make your grammar more strong, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask the questions. Thank you very much for lending your ears for my session. Thank you, dear children.